we opened the shop in 12 days and it's all becoming really real now. And very quickly, I think the last time you saw this, it wasn't up anywhere, but we have now I'm gonna take you into the secret room in the back. They haven't been up, they haven't gone up, people haven't showed up. There's been so many weird excuses as to why. It is the Thursday before we're opening and a Christmas miracle has happened. And then we pay the rest when the job is done, which at this point doesn't look like it's gonna happen. What does it look like to open up a Pokemon shop? I'm going to show you, because this is the journey of my very own TCG Store collector's card house, and I'm taking you back to day one when we first got the keys back in September and it was an empty shell. We had to start from scratch, from the air conditioning to adding in lights and plug sockets, all the electrics. As you can see, it was quite literally empty. And it's been a journey. It's taken a while, and I think people kept wondering, when are they going to open this shop? Like, why aren't they just opening the doors now? And this is why, because there was nothing in here when we first started. Obviously, Frank had to come in. He had to inspect the place. He had to be sure he felt comfortable, and he gave us the sign off. One of the biggest jobs we started with was the floor. We obviously had to put the floor down before anything else came into the shop. So when we first bought the place, it was just concrete flooring, and here is the floor being leveled and prepped, because even though it had kind of been done previously, it wasn't done to a great standard, and there was lumps and bumps and it was uneven, so they had to actually level it properly before they could actually start laying the floor. Now, until the flooring goes down, you never know what it's going to look like, but we wanted it to be bright and airy, so we went with this really nice light grey vinyl flooring, and we had it laid in like a herringbone pattern because I thought it would look good. And honestly, I could not be happier with how it turned out. It started to take shape, and this itself actually took days because it's such a big space and there was so much space to fill. So this happened over a period of days, and once the floor was finally down, we could start moving some of our stock in. We were doing so many journeys to and from our old office, and at this point the floor wasn't even completely done. As you can see, we have our own safe room, but we'll talk about that later. So as the flooring was coming to an end, we actually started to bring over most of the stock. As you can see, we've got a lot of trick or trade packs there, and it was time to sort the stock room out. So our stock room is situated in an old bank vault. I mean, it could not be any more of a secure stock room if it tried. And we had to start bringing computers over, all of our packaging supplies, and it was very make do at the start. As you can see, the floor was still being finished at this point, and this is where it started to get excited, because we could actually plan what the shop was going to look like and how it was going to take place, where the till was going to go. And all of that took a lot of designing and planning, but we finally got there, and we went with these incredible cabinets, which I'm so happy we chose these in the end, because we can display some of our more expensive items without them being there for people to grab. By the way, the door broke and the shutter broke during this process, so we had to get that fixed in between. No matter how many plans you make, it never goes to plan, so you have to be ready for pretty much everything to go wrong. And here we are, the dream team, my business partner Dean and my husband, starting to put up the shelving. There was a lot of holes being drilled in walls and a lot of mess being made, and I don't know what he's doing here, pretending to be a bride with the dust sheet. He's happy, so we'll just leave him be. But everything slowly started to take shape once we started getting shelving on the walls and working out where we wanted to place everything as well. But when I tell you, this shop looked like a dumping ground for a good 4 or 5 months. There were boxes everywhere, and honestly, you can ask our friends who were coming to and from. They will vouch that it was messy for a long time. Our packing room started to slowly take shape. We actually sectioned off this room to make it its own room. Our security cameras were all fitted, all of the electrics, all of the lights, all of the plug sockets were there, ready to go. So it was time to start organising it all and how we wanted to look. Buying new furniture, getting cabinets ready to put all of our stock in, like our single cards for buying the till. I wanted it to look bright and white without looking like clinical and over the top, but as we go through the video, you guys will start to see how colourful it got. And shout out to JSR, who actually came into the store and opened this pack right here and pulled an iconic card blessing the store before we'd even officially opened the doors. How insane is that?
Tomorrow.
How do you feel, Frank? You're picking up a huge collection today. You excited? No? Okay.
Now, this is a job I was excited about, but also kind of dreading. Putting the stock on the shelves, working out what was going to go where. As you can see, we don't just stock Pokemon. We have the Star Wars, we have TCG, we have Magic the Gathering, Lorcana, Digimon, Dragon Ball, and I wanted enough to go on the shelf so that there was variation out, but it's really tough because we have so much stock. We've pretty much run out of room, I feel, to get everything out on the shelf, but I feel we're now at a happy place where we've done a good job. What you're seeing there actually has chopped and changed to the point of opening. Here is our dusty Vault X shelf, which it's clean now, I promise, but we started to fill this up with the binders. Shout out to the guys at Vault X. Guys, you know I love Vault X. Best binders in the business. Butler working hard, stocking the shelves with the blisters. And then we decided to purchase this, an uncut fossil sheet to be displayed in the store. I wanted there to be cool artwork. I wanted there to be cool products. And then that leads on to this collection that I bought. Some vintage booster packs. Now, since opening the store, we have so many people come in throughout the week saying they found their old Pokemon cards, they found their old collections. So just so you guys know, if you're ever looking to sell your collections, Collectors Card House will buy your collections. Come and see us in store, drop us an email. But this is a collection we actually picked up just before the doors open. And you can see there's actually a lot of eras here. We have Watsy, we have Black and White, we have Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And we wanted to make sure we had some fun stuff for opening day because we knew some of our friends especially, we're going to come in and open some packs. And when I tell you one of the most iconic pulls happened on day one, you wouldn't believe it if we didn't film it, and guess what? You'll get to see it in this video. We also managed to get our hands on some insane display posters from back in the day. Fire Red Leaf Green, Team Rocket Returns, EX Deoxys, and those are now all on display in the shop. But this is what it looked like before they went up. A lot of power tools, a lot of glue, a lot of things that, I mean, thank God for the butler because we would have got nowhere otherwise. These were our tables that we had put in, and this is where people can come in, sit down and play the TCG because we wanted you guys to come in and be comfortable. And obviously we got a sofa as well, so you can sprawl out, sit down and relax. So we haven't even got to opening day yet. As you can see, furniture is starting to arrive. Here's me just testing out the sofa to make sure it's definitely comfortable. Artwork is starting to get framed and we're starting to decide where it's going on the walls, what it's going to look like. The shelves have been switched around again at this point, but it's fine. We have to make sure before we open that we're happy with where everything is, because once we're open, we knew it was going to be super busy. So after a little bit more organizing, a little bit more rummaging through the stock room, we started to put out some more stock on the shelves. As you can see, there's a lot of Pokemon on the shelves, but we have sprinkled some other TCG in there as well. And we wanted to make sure we didn't just have modern product on display, so we have this beautiful cabinet where we've been able to put some of our higher end stuff. We don't actually have any Pokédex mystery packs anymore, so that's kind of sad. It's April 1st and we opened the shop in 12 days and it's all becoming really real now. So we've actually got the card wall going up tomorrow, so I'm going to take you guys in and show you where we are on April 1st. I don't know how much has changed since the last time I saw you guys, but I think only a little bit. So I'm going to show you where the card wall's going, and I'm excited to see it all put together. It's been delayed a few days, but come tomorrow, this wall behind me will look magnificent, hopefully. And something which has been pushed back, which is really annoying, and there's no option for it to be pushed back anymore, is our, I don't know if you can hear me, our shop signage, which is going above me there. It's been delayed twice now, which is frustrating, annoying, stressful, because obviously it's getting closer to the time of opening and there's no room for error now. If something's wrong, we're in trouble. So today's Monday, it's a bank holiday, card wall tomorrow on Tuesday, Wednesday shop signs, and it actually should look pretty much there. We still got our coffee table we're waiting on, but this last week with people cancelling on us and pushing things back has been really frustrating, and it's not until you start doing all of this you realise how reliable some things become. But fingers crossed, all goes to plan and this looks more like a shop next time I show you. And very quickly, I think the last time you saw this it wasn't up anywhere, but we have now put the uncut sheet up on the wall just behind the till here, and it looks really good, so I'm pleased with that. We've got some more artwork we need to get on the wall and get sorted, but card wall first, card wall first. I'm going to take you into the secret room in the back where a lot of our stock is. So we've started organising so things look a little bit more in check for when we open. We know where everything is, we can grab it. We've got ETB cases here. We got, I think there's some of the Costco products right there. We've got like an island in the middle as well because we're running out of room in here. We've got a lot of stuff. We've got collection boxes, we've got UPCs down here. I mean, it's a little bit dark in here, but you can see we've got products. We've got Trick or Trade, Hidden Fate Sins. We've got some of the Avatar as well. We have got all our booster box cases there as well. So there is lots of those. And yeah, squeeze through right here. So slowly getting organised, and we've got some more sort of loose product here where we've just got like 1 or 2 boxes out. So instead of putting them in the cases, they're there. And some of Butler's goodies are in here as well. So I don't know, I'm starting to feel excited but nervous because it's been so long since we've had the keys and we've been slowly doing this place up. It's taken time, it's taken a lot of money. That's why it hasn't happened overnight. Everyone's like, oh, you got the keys, just open the place. It's really not that simple. There's so much you have to have in place before that. And yeah, it's all money at the end of the day, and our bank account wasn't and is not unlimited, so we've had to, you know, work to be able to afford to do all these things bit by bit. But it's these next couple of weeks now that it really sort of becomes real, because shop signage going up, it will look like Collector's Card House from the outside, and the card wall going up. We've got to then fill the card wall and populate it. Me and the butler actually going to Houston in 4 days' time to get some new stock. I'm out of breath from walking up and down, and then we'll actually see the decoration happening for when we open the store. We're having a little friends and family preview event the day before we open, because we thought it was the best way to bring friends and family in without it being too chaotic, and I'll film all of that so you guys see that as well, because that's going to be really fun. And then it's opening day.
The next day.
Okay, the walls have arrived. They are not up or mounted yet, but they are here. So excited to actually see what they're going to look like once they're all up. They are massive as well, but yeah, excited to see what it's going to look like when it's actually on the wall. Obviously they're just resting on the floor at the moment, so glass is over here as well. This is all the sliding doors that are going to go on it, so I think it's going to look really good when it's done, so we'll let them do their work.
Later.
Okay, it's now, I think, just gone 7 p.m, and the wall is pretty much complete. We just don't have the locks on it at the moment. Obviously, there's no cards in there. So we have got to get some new, there I am, hi. We got to stock up and get some cards, but I mean, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they are absolutely massive. So when you walk in the shop, this is gonna be one of the first things you see. We're gonna have some plushies up the top as well, making it look nice. And yeah, I'm excited that these are finally up and we can start filling them.
After the card wall was finally constructed, I wanted to start getting the plushies out so we could start adding some colour. So this is about 10 p.m. on, I can't remember what day it was, but it was about a week before we opened. I was waiting for the butler to not be very helpful there and start taking the plushies and putting them on the top. I wanted there to be as much colour as possible. Everything was slowly starting to come together. We realised that that Pokemon plushie would not sit up on its own. So it was a bit of trial and error. We got some cool plushies though, like the London Wells plushies and some other cute little Pokemon Fit plushies to sit on top as well. And finally, about 11 p.m. we got there. Our locks weren't on the doors at this point. Thanks for that, butler. But it was starting to look pretty. We spent so many late nights in the shop on the week before we opened because we wanted to make sure everything was perfect. Adding more stock to the shelves, putting all the plushies on the shelves. We just wanted it to look like, we want people to walk in and think, oh my goodness, there's just stuff everywhere, and I love it. This is my collection of personal plushies that I actually had to remove from the shop and take home to my streaming room because there was no room for them. And then we put up this iconic Pokemon sign. How cool is that? And can we just give the butler a round of applause, because he's a great handyman.
Hi everyone, doing a little, feels like a little diary room update. I'm sitting in my bed, in my bedroom, procrastinating, so I'm meant to be packing for Houston tomorrow, and it's really annoying. Our shop signs were meant to go up 2 weeks ago, then a week ago, then yesterday, and then today, and it hasn't happened on it. I've got Frank here right next to me. Where are you, Frankie? Say hello everyone. Yeah, he's fed up as well. So they were meant to go up. They haven't been up. They haven't gone up. The people haven't showed up. There's been so many weird excuses as to why. First time, it was because of an annual leave thing that they didn't realise they had booked in. So like, do you know, it's fine. People make mistakes. Things happen. And then The second time it's because it was a bank holiday and they didn't realise it was a bank holiday, so they couldn't come out on a bank holiday and fit them. And then yesterday they were meant to show up, but they got held up at their second job of the day or something. And then today they, as you can see, like I'm a little bit like drained by this at this point. They were meant to show up today at 11, between 11 and 11:30 a.m. It's currently 3:15 p.m. and we keep getting like weird excuses, like they're coming and then we don't get a response. Then they're on their way, then they're not on their way. Like where they said they were working is literally 7 minutes down the road. So I mean, unless they've got lost in a field or something, which I find it hard to believe because they've been here before. It's really annoying. And the problem is like shop signs aren't something that you just like go on Amazon and order and they're ready overnight. They came out a couple of months ago to quote for the job. Like the signs had to be made, supposedly have been made and are ready to, like, that's what's concerning me, that there's something wrong with the signs and they're just not telling us. I don't even know at this point. I don't know, like we've paid our 50% for the signs to be made and them to come out and fit them, and then we pay the rest when the job is done, which at this point doesn't look like it's going to happen. But we did this with enough time to have it ready for when our shop opens, and we're now the week before opening. The signs still aren't up. We've been chasing for the last couple of weeks. I keep putting it up, and at this point I don't know what we can do. Like we can't go and grab them and force, like they have to show up with our signage and be able to fit it. So yeah, I just don't know what's going to happen at this point. Like kind of want to ask for a refund and just like not bother with these people because they're clearly just, I don't know what's going on. If they've got the signs and they're ready to be fitted, just come and please just come fit the signs. Just do them, please. What's the hold up? We fly to Houston in the morning. I'm not in bed. I'm sitting in my bed packing my clothes. We fly to Houston in the morning, so we're not going to be here. Our staff aren't here because some of them are playing it in EUIC, so they're all at EUIC this weekend. Like we had planned everything to be all done and dusted by this point, so there was no worrying. And obviously not everything goes to plan. Pretty much everything we've done in this process hasn't gone to a planned timeline, but for it to get this close, considering they were literally meant to fit them like 2.5 weeks ago and we're still no further, it might seem, I don't know, it might not seem like a big deal to some people, but like our shop signs like gives us the shop the identity, and currently there's nothing outside. So whether at the end of the day we'll have signs, I'll be able to update you. It's now pouring down with rain as well, which I don't know if that affects anything, but at this point I don't even care. Like I just need them to show up and fit the signs. So hello, sorry I got cut off at the end there because my in-laws came to pick Frank up because they're looking after him while we're away in Texas. But yeah, basically, short story, we have no signs. Don't know if we're going to get them, so I will report back when I know what's going on.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Right, I can't remember the last time I spoke to you guys. I think it was before I went to Texas and the shop signs hadn't turned up. It is the Thursday before we're opening and a Christmas miracle has happened. They've shown up. They were meant to show up while we were away. They're then meant to show up at the beginning of the week, but they're finally here. So they've got to get the signs up first, but once they do that, we can relax.
Now that the shop signs were going up and we could actually breathe, it was time to start filling the cabinets for opening day. So we had product in there before, but we weren't really sure what it would look like. So we started testing a few things out, and then the card wall started to fill up and it looks so good once all the cards were on the wall. We picked up so many cool cards in the few weeks before we open, including packs as well. We had a little bit of a rearrange of this cabinet too. And like I say, until you actually see these things and it's all put together, you never know how you want it to look. But it actually started looking like a shop. Hi team, thanks for standing there. And all the merch looks so good in the cabinets. It looks so colourful, and I'm so glad we had so much to display. We put out some cool collection boxes as well, and then we also had some other TCG, some of the more expensive products in the cabinetry, but I was so happy with how the card wall started to look. And finally, a Christmas miracle, the shop signs started to take place. The balloons were in the window, and the lady who did the balloons, thank you so much, you did such a good job. And look, it's like the night before Christmas, but the night before the shop opening, it finally all came together.
Okay, I feel like all my updates are coming to you from my bed, but I am about to head to Costco. It is 8:30 on Friday, the 12th of April, and it is our friends and family like opening event today, and I can't believe it's here. I can't believe that all of the hassle and the shop signs are up. Like, oh, they look so good as well. I'll show you guys in a little bit, but I'm gonna go to Costco, get some like drinks and snacks for everyone that's coming. I don't know what what noises are there? Sorry. And then tomorrow is the big official opening day where some of you guys, I'm sure, will be coming and we'll get to see you. So yeah, I'll give you guys a little tour of the shop when I get back from Costco, show it all set up. I scrubbed every inch of the floor last night so it smells clean. It looks lovely down there. Butler's hanging up some like last little bits. And yeah, opening weekend is officially here.
Now, our friends and family event was so much fun. I actually forgot to film a lot of it, but I managed to capture this. Game Boy Luke pulling the most iconic card on the very first day of the store. Get ready.
Unknown L. Oh no. Oh no.
Honestly, I am so glad we were all able to capture that because he'd opened a few packs and hadn't got anything too crazy. And then the Shining Charizard was pulled day one. Shout out to Pim for bringing this beauty to the store. I kind of wanted to take it home, but it wasn't in the budget, so I just got close up and got to hold it instead. And then my brother-in-law James decided to treat himself to a black and white Legendary Treasures pack, and this happened.
God, that came away easy. Right, here we go. See you.
Where's Harry?
No way!
We've never pulled that! Oh my, James, that is the best card. I've opened 3 boxes and I've never pulled it.
And after all that fun, we had to go and get the good boy and introduce him to everyone. He was overwhelmed, to say the least. He was taking it all in, but he was very proud of us and he gave us a quick kiss there. And thank you to Lila for the incredible artwork on our card right there. Okay, so as friends and family events started to come to an end, me and Pim decided to have a pack battle with one of my favorite sets, Secret Wonders. I've actually been holding this pack in my personal collection, trying to find the right moment to open it, and I decided, do you know what? Pim had a pack, I had a pack, so we decided to go in. Did we get anything good? No, it wasn't great.
Opening day is officially here. It was a little bit manic yesterday with all our friends and family coming, but there's already a big queue outside, so let's go down and open the shop. Hello everyone, hello.
I'm going to say hello to everyone, so let's do this.
Got the queue already.
Come on everyone, how you guys doing? Want to get in the vlog?
Right, Dean is outside doing a bit of queue control. We're just getting the last bits filled in the cabinet. But yeah, we're pretty much ready to go and showtime.
And opening day for the public was officially here. We were so happy with the turnout. So many people came from the local area. Me and the butler opened packs. Loads of our friends came along and we honestly just had the best weekend. I kind of wish I could relive it because it went by so fast. We were so tired by the end of it, but we all made sure to try and have as much fun as possible. The team did such a good job as well, and without them we wouldn't have coped because we needed all hands on deck. And like I said, it was so much fun. We had friends travel from everywhere, and I just feel so happy. We actually opened a box of Japanese tag team GX, which was fun as well. And talking of this set, I've never opened a box of this set, and then in the space of 2 weeks I opened another box on Whatnot for Someone and got some of the craziest hits. And this is a pretty funny scene because we're all pulling our tag teams and then we catch Butler in the background with his little rainbow.
Undaunted.
Starmery pack.
You feeling undaunted?
Let's go 3, yeah?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Wait, what's the big hit here?
All got white
Rhymes, Legend.
That's a 50 Energy Exchanger. Rude, that's quite cool. Macadita. Murkrow. Rattata. Grimer. Houndor. Raticate Reverse. Miss Vegas.
No here. Right, we still got though. We got a chance for the secret rare Charizard. Stormfront. Come on. We want to hit. We got a shining Charizard yesterday.
The Charizard would be seeds, but it's not happening, is it?
Imagine.
Who knows? Back-to-back days.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
Onyx.
Oh, hello. Hollow and Polygon.
After all that pack opening, I wanted to just take a little breather, get a bit of fresh air. Shout out to Sean and Sunny. It was insane seeing all our friends in one place at our shop opening, and the shop was busy all weekend as well. Shout out to Tegan for the keychain that is on my keys. There were people in all day opening up packs, having a good time, hanging out, playing the TCG.
Right, we got Tegan here. Hello, and we've got some cupcakes, I believe. Let's have a look.
We've got special delivery.
Collector's Card House cupcakes. Oh my goodness.
The first. We're venturing into food.
Yeah,
now
we're
as well.
going into bakery now. Thank you so much. They look awesome.
All right, we're doing a pack battle with Tegan. She's just picked up some Scarlet and Violet base packs. So we've got the Miriam, some really nice ARs as well.
Yeah, some very nice cards.
Right, Tegan, you can pick the first pack. Which one do you want, Chloe?
I'm gonna
Ladies
go
first.
down the middle.
Ready?
I'm lock and loaded and ready to roll.
Let's do it.
I made the best person win. Come on, Miriam. Tatsuguri, I really like Tatsuguri.
I can see something in your pack.
Oh, of course. Tegan. Oh, Magnazone.
Tegan wins.
I definitely came last. You did. Brilliant.
And after the weekend was nearly over, we just sat down, hanging out, taking it all in, because I couldn't believe it. Collector's Card House was officially here. It was officially a shop. It had gone from looking like this with no floor, no shelves, no cabinets, no nothing, all the way to being a fully fledged TCG store with all our friends, all our family, the blood, sweat and tears, because let me tell you, there were all of those that went into this, finally came to fruition, and I cannot be happier with how it turned out. What a journey it's been.